What an exciting day.
Welcome to Cephastock Movie Recaps. Today we journey into The Witcher Season 4. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Let us know where you're watching from and share your thoughts in the comments. We truly appreciate your support, dear friend. Thank you. For those interested in learning how I create these movie recaps, you'll find a step-by-step masterclass link in the description.
Stories say
the series opens a century after Geralt, Yennefer, and Ciri become legend. Storyteller Strybog enchants children with Geralt's deeds, including the Kikimora hunt and his title from Blaviken. As they drift off, curious Nimue stays, insisting his tale is wrong.
You're telling it wrong.
Geralt faced far greater dangers and none ever halted him.
What? You never read it.
From her satchel, Nimue reveals a worn book titled A Half-Century of Poetry, written by Jaskier, who truly knew Geralt.
good. What do you need me for?
Her retelling brings vivid scenes of Geralt and Yennefer's intense bond.
Not dreadfully.
Why don't you take it up with the grime your head? Nothing seems quite massive.
Near Sodden, they meet Princess Ciri together, until the memory shifts. Symbolic foes rush in, blades and magic clash, and Geralt and Yennefer share one urgent, heartfelt moment. He defeats beasts from the past, but Vilgefortz emerges, ending their clash with Geralt fallen on the sands of Vened. Strybog listens in wonder as Nimue continues, sharing her sadness over Ciri relinquishing her powers in the desert.
Call me Falca.
Then she reveals she believes she is part of the tale,
We're just beginning.
showing an old image of Ciri before the Lady of the Lake, resembling her.
I think that's me.
Uncertain yet hopeful, Strybog opens a worn book to help complete Geralt's story for all who remember. In the current timeline, Geralt, Jaskier, and Milva travel through the ruined lands beyond Brokilon, passing villages marked by war. They discover a destroyed caravan belonging to the Havokers, who trade in the remnants of conflict. While investigating, Geralt is attacked but overcomes his foes. Milva lightens the moment by testing an explosive arrow, scattering debris. In the wreckage, they find a coffin holding Cahir, a disgraced Nilfgaardian bound for execution. Though Geralt dislikes him, he recalls Ciri's mercy and spares him, warning that next time he'll show no restraint as Nilfgaardian reinforcements close in.
I haven't been able to feel you since...
Yennefer of Vengerberg tirelessly seeks Vilgefortz, jumping across war-scarred lands for any clue to his path. She visits Thane's Shore, a dwarf-filled tavern, and even a Nilfgaardian fortress.
Whatever Vilgefortz is up to...
But deep in hostile territory, her magic weakens, forcing her to bring down a guard with an axe and flee on horseback through the ravaged borderlands ahead. Ciri escapes the inn where mercenaries had held her captive with the rats, a daring band of thieves, her magic failing as she rides with them into the night.
Seems like a good place to bed down for the night.
Still shaken and troubled by her actions, she insists she must travel north,
I have to go.
convinced it is her fate. The rats, both amused and oddly protective, agree to help her gather supplies and offer a brief escape from her worries, inviting her to a barn dance for one night of calm.
What, food?
Their leader Mistle approaches, placing a dagger in her hand and telling her they can rely on each other, hinting at a bond neither expected.
You need each other.
In Nilfgaard's vast council chamber, Emperor Amir var Emrius meets with his advisors, the calculating Lord Skellyn, the frequently challenged mage Zarthisius, and the girl pretending to be Ciri, truly named Terran.
As it was prophesied.
They review the Empire's plans, noting Cahir's assumed demise after Thaned and the ongoing push into the north.
Here, Your Highness.
Their discussion halts when a Nilfgaardian soldier, spared earlier by Geralt, arrives with a stark warning. Geralt of Rivia is coming for Amir.
How would you handle this, Cirilla?
When asked what should be done, the false Ciri timidly suggests punishment.
Punish him.
Amir agrees, ordering a harsh sentence to reaffirm that fear sustains Nilfgaard's rule.
Hunt down Geralt!
Geralt struggles with his still injured leg, carefully tending it with a vial of brocolin water and wincing with every step. Traveling with Jaskier and Milva, the three argue about their next move, though Geralt quietly plans to ride south toward the Yaruga River,
Get to the Yaruga, sail down.
avoiding the escalating conflict between Nilfgaard and the northern kingdoms.
I love this song.
Their journey takes a humorous turn when Jaskier hears distant singing and can't resist joining in, immediately disrupting Geralt's focus.
King Lancho.
It's a white wolf!
Soon they encounter the dwarves Zoltan Chivi and Percival Schuttenbach, along with a group of refugees and a sharp-tongued parrot named Field Marshal Windbag.
We're in. We're definitely safety.
For food and safety, they decide to travel together, much to Geralt's irritation. Yennefer arrives in Gor's Veland to find a furious crowd besieging a building where mages are trapped. Forcing her way through the chaos, she is momentarily distracted by a man she mistakes for Vilgefortz, only to discover he is an illusionist.
Why did he send you here?
As Kira opens the gate to help, she is struck by a rioter's blade. Yennefer captures one of Vilgefortz's disguised mage for a crucial lead. That night, Ciri wrestles with inner conflict, unsure of which path to follow.
You were right about the wild wyvern.
Mistle, sensing her loneliness, reminds her that no one should face the world alone. She shares stories of the Rats, a makeshift family bound by hardship and loyalty.
No one looking over our shoulder.
Gradually, Ciri begins to feel a sense of belonging among them. At a lively barn dance, she shares a quiet moment with Kaylee, the rat she once encountered during their abduction before being rescued by the Rats. In the calm of the woods,
You're in pain, Witcher.
Geralt's group sets up camp, though he tries to hide the pain from his still healing wounds.
What have you brought for us?
Tensions flare when the dwarves help themselves to food, earning Geralt's disapproving glare. The dwarves insist they must look after their own needs, even offering to secure him a fine sword. Milva sides with them out of concern for Geralt's safety, while Jaskier gently explains that Geralt has changed, haunted and withdrawn after the losses of Yennefer and Ciri, carrying more emotional weight than he ever admits aloud.
Need I remind you that Nilfgaard has...
In Redania, the young king Radovid struggles to assert himself before a council of monarchs, clearly outmatched and preoccupied with his own anxieties. Elevated to the throne after Philippa Eilhart arranged the death of his brother, King Vesemir, Radovid tries to rely on spymaster Dijkstra for guidance but is publicly brushed aside by Queen Meve. Meanwhile, tensions rise as Philippa and Dijkstra clash. Dijkstra never wanted Vesemir gone, and the fallout from Thaned has made the monarchs deeply distrustful of mages. Seizing on this, Dijkstra pressures Philippa to leave court, threatening to blame her for Vesemir's death and prioritizing his own survival over their former alliance.
Find yourself a new plan.
Only 3 Brotherhood mages remain, Rita, Sabrina, and Triss. Yennefer warns them about Vilgefortz's manipulations, suspecting he is controlling both portals and rogue spellcasters.
Let's find out.
It was one of ours.
Determined to uncover the truth, Yennefer interrogates the captured mage Bernita, using magic to probe her thoughts for information on Vilgefortz's plans. Trouble finds Ciri when Kaylee reveals he knows about the bounty on her head and tries to pressure her into doing what he wants. Cornered but resolute, Ciri prepares to defend herself, but before things escalate, Mistle intervenes, drawing Kaylee away and protecting Ciri.
Leave her alone.
In the aftermath, the danger softens into a tender, vulnerable moment between Ciri and Mistle. The next morning, Geralt tries to slip away alone,
Where are you off to then?
admitting to Milva and Jaskier that nightmares of Ciri are tormenting him. They refuse to let him leave, and Zoltan, Percival, and the refugees are now compelled to accompany him, turning his solitary mission into a crowded, chaotic procession across war-scarred lands.
Did I hear we're going?
Yennefer's interrogation of Bernita yields nothing.
Her mind isn't bending.
As the sorceresses press her further, Bernita is suddenly seized by Vilgefortz's control, speaking in his voice and taunting Yennefer.
Where is he?
I've given you a taste of what's out there.
Her demeanor shifts completely, revealing the extent of his influence. Just as abruptly, the possession ends, and Bernita is struck down by a hidden spell Vilgefortz planted, a chilling demonstration of his willingness to silence anyone who might expose him. At dawn, Ciri awakens beside Mistle and steps into a quiet lake, bathed in gentle light. Memories flood back, the Dryads of Brokilon warning her that destiny cuts both ways, and the explosion at Tor Lara, whispering, something ends.
You must make the choice.
Something begins in the Elder Speech. Ciri embraces a pivotal decision, choosing to join the rats fully, committing to a path shaped by new bonds. Geralt and his companions stop at a quiet farmstead, and a moment of levity arises when Percival sniffs a cow, prompting playful banter with Jaskier.
We should grab the cow and run.
Their laughter fades when a woman rushes out, warning them to stay away because of a supposed pox outbreak. The claim is exposed as a lie when a group of soldiers arrives and attacks her, revealing the real threat. Despite previously warning against distractions, Geralt intervenes, cutting down the attackers swiftly. During the chaos, one soldier escapes, but Cahir, secretly following Geralt, intercepts him, ensuring word does not spread. Geralt, angered by the interference, is reminded by his companions to stay focused on the mission to save Ciri. Weary but determined, Geralt and the group continue their difficult journey across the war-torn countryside. Geralt and his companions reach the haunted elven graveyard of Fringilla, following their shortcut toward Nilfgaard.
Think of the bounty.
There they encounter two bumbling villagers attempting to claim a bounty on a supposed monster, a task they say was assigned by a local priest. The villagers insult Milva and joke about taking her horse.
I'm not giving up my horse.
Only to be swiftly corrected when Milva delivers a sharp punch, sending the pair running. Milva then suddenly becomes sick, adding a moment of crude humor to the tense, eerie atmosphere and highlighting the mix of danger and eccentricity within the traveling group.
I have a silver arrowhead in case.
As they explore the ruins, Jaskier jokes through the eerie ruins until reading an old elven inscription triggers a curse that drops him into a hidden tomb. As Milva and Zoltan rush to pull him out, a wraith rises. Geralt fights the spirit with steady skill while his companions fumble to free Jaskier. Using the Erden sign, Geralt traps the wraith in a glowing circle. Then defeats it with a decisive strike. As the spirit fades, he takes its heart and remarks that it was twisted by years of sorrow and suffering.
The suffering is over.
A somber reminder of how grief can transform even the gentlest spirit into something dangerous. Across the border towns near the Korath Desert, Ciri embarks on her first heist with the rats, marking her initiation into their reckless, thrill-seeking world. Their target is a village tax collector, and Ciri is asked to sit beside Assi on the getaway cart to observe and learn.
I'm going in.
We've got it.
Not a peep out of view. Your head will be...
Assi confidently outlines the plan, but it quickly collapses when Reef decides to indulge in fistek with the very man they intended to rob. The distraction allows the collector to escape, forcing Reef to act. She accidentally knocks him through a window, alerting the guards. A simple theft turns into a frantic fight.
It won't
When a guard seizes Mistle, Ciri reacts instantly, driving back attackers and pulling her onto the cart. Pursued, Ciri scatters stolen coins, slowing riders. They escape, and Ciri feels a fierce sense of freedom.
Is anyone home?
At Monte Calvo, Yennefer seeks surviving mages, starting with Philippa, caught returning from her owl form.
From me?
Philippa greets her coldly, but Yennefer quickly senses the truth. She's been expelled from Redania after failing with King Radovid. Yennefer warns of Vilgefortz's growing army, but Philippa, wary from past betrayals, refuses to help, citing Yennefer's earlier absence during Thane's treachery.
A Yennefer I know doesn't need.
The puppeteer without puppets is just a fool.
Back at the shadowed cemetery of Fringilla,
You're limping again, Witcher.
Geralt limps from his injuries but dismisses everyone's concern, insisting he is fine. The group encounters a soft-spoken man named Emil Regis,
My name is Emil
who introduces himself as a herbalist and barber surgeon. Regis explains that he has been hiding among the graves to avoid the war sweeping across the continent.
Let's keep our eyes open.
Despite the unsettling setting, he offers the group shelter at his home. There, the mood shifts from grim to unexpectedly warm as Regis shares his homemade mandrake moonshine, sparking a night of storytelling and laughter.
What is it?
It's a distillate of mandrake.
It's too expensive for us.
Yet beneath the camaraderie, Regis's quiet intelligence and mysterious composure make it clear he is far more than he claims. Meanwhile, the rats hide in a small village as soldiers search for them after their disastrous heist.
Thanks to you, we have nothing.
When I told you this job was for rats only,
Tensions run high. They accuse Ciri of ruining everything by throwing away the coins, and she fires back, calling them reckless and undisciplined.
Yeah, I liked it better when she was mute.
Their argument reveals early fractures in their so-called family. Frustrated, Ciri prepares to leave, but Mistle's soft plea convinces her to stay the night. None of them realize their shouting has attracted the attention of a watchful villager. As the night deepens in Regis's cottage, the group continues drinking the potent moonshine.
You deserve some mandrake.
Sensing Geralt's discomfort, Regis discreetly pulls him aside. In the quiet back room, he insists on examining Geralt's leg. The Witcher, stubborn as always, claims it is nearly healed, but Regis sees through the act, gently reminding him that resilience does not equal recovery. The moment blends tension and empathy, hinting at a deeper wisdom beneath Regis's calm exterior and suggesting he may not be the ordinary herbalist he pretends to be.
No one the wiser.
Yennefer finds Fringilla living in quiet isolation in a northern cabin, far from war and politics. Their reunion is tense, shadowed by memories of past betrayal.
This is about Vilgefortz.
Yennefer offers a plan. Fringilla should infiltrate Vilgefortz's ranks to reveal his location and intentions. Initially dismissive, Fringilla's resentment toward Emperor Amir is stirred, showing her interest despite her efforts to conceal it, hinting at a reluctant but growing resolve.
I can look after myself, thank you.
In Nilfgaard's Grand Hall, Emperor Amir var Emrys begins to sense something wrong with the girl posing as Princess Cirilla.
Only the Witcher taught you how to fight. Take it.
During a private duel, Terran, the false Ciri, falters, hesitating and recoiling under Amir's strikes. Her lack of Witcher training exposes her as an imposter, shattering Amir's composure and revealing Vilgefortz's deception with the false heir. Enraged, Amir orders Lord Stefan Skellyn to place Terran under strict confinement and demands Vilgefortz brought forth, revealing only the true Cirilla can fulfill the Elder Blood prophecy.
As you wish.
At Regis's home, the evening of drinking becomes a night of confessions, with the potent mandrake moonshine loosening tongues and forging unexpected bonds among Geralt's companions. Laughter and raw honesty fill the room as each reveals pieces of their past and pain. Everyone except Regis, who declines to drink, claiming his health isn't what it once was.
Emir var Emrys.
was that what that is?
Geralt soon realizes their generous host used the moonshine to subtly test their trust and intentions, and he storms off in anger at the deception. Alone in the forest, Geralt collapses beside a fallen log, finally succumbing to exhaustion. His dreams shift into bittersweet peace, a vision of Ciri and Yennefer alive and content, living quietly far from war and prophecy. The dream turns somber when Ciri is shown placing flowers on Geralt and Yen's graves. Ciri awakens from her shared dream with Geralt, feeling destiny's pull. Villagers the rats once robbed return, not for revenge but to thank her, revealing her scattered gold had been unjustly taken by the tax collector. Now hailed as heroes, the rats enjoy their newfound renown. Amid the celebration, Ciri is officially welcomed into their ranks.
Do it.
Each member presents her a small token of belonging, a charm, trinket, or symbol of kinship.
You will always be a stranger.
At last, Giselher cuts her palm, sealing her bond and formally making Ciri one of the rats, accepted fully as part of their unconventional family.
I'm a rat.
Geralt wakes after the night's chaos and confides in Regis that it has been 40 days since leaving Brokilon, yet they have covered only 50 of the 250 leagues needed to reach Amir's palace. Time is running short if he hopes to rescue Ciri, whom he still believes is being held there.
Which is why I would like to join you.
Regis, remorseful for secretly drugging them, offers to join the party, explaining that he wishes to tend to Geralt's injury and, more quietly, that he fears solitude. Before leaving, he pockets Geralt's bloody bandage. Elsewhere, Istredd studies monoliths among ancient scrolls. When Yennefer questions him about Vilgefortz's pursuit of Ciri, he explains her unique connection to time and space.
We know Ciri is connected.
The truth emerges: Yennefer isn't present. Istredd is a captive in Stygia Castle, compelled to continue his research under Vilgefortz's watchful control.
Now this is interesting.
Fringilla arrives at the castle with Yennefer's Dimeritium blade to Vilgefortz, whose interest grows, considering recruiting her. In the forest, Yennefer is ambushed by 3 rogue mages loyal to Vilgefortz. She defends until Philippa arrives, then they overpower attackers with powerful magic.
We could make good use of each other's company.
After the fight, Philippa gives Yennefer a feather for flight, and Yennefer announces her next destination, Queen Francesca Findebert.
Pay attention.
Regis officially joins Geralt's group, offering continued care for the Witcher's injured leg. Beyond duty, he admits he seeks companionship and purpose among the newly formed Hansa. Geralt notices that the funeral wreath from his dream resembles a simple flower crown worn by Beata, one of the young girls traveling with Zoltan's group. Though the rats claim to have fully accepted Ciri, Kaylee later pulls out her wanted poster in secret, eyeing the reward, a hint of future betrayal. Cahir continues tracking Geralt from a distance, and Milva knows it, quietly leaving him supplies as they move on. As they prepare to leave, Regis inhales the scent of Geralt's blood from the bandage, hinting at a mysterious, darker side beneath his calm.
Welcome to the...
On the other side of the continent, Yennefer is stunned as she watches a rowdy stage play that depicts her and Geralt in a ridiculous scene involving a unicorn. Retreating backstage, she finds Queen Francesca using magic to charm an elven companion. When confronted, Francesca refuses Yennefer's plea for help, worn down by loss and betrayal. Unwilling to accept rejection, Yennefer transforms Francesca into a tiny jade figurine, pockets her, swallows Philippa's feather, and leaps out a window to continue her mission. Geralt's Hansa travels past a mound of corpses to a sprawling refugee camp overflowing with survivors of Nilfgaard's raids.
Reconsider our direction.
This might be it.
Amid the chaos, Beata clings to hope, believing her family may still be alive.
Remember, we do this fast and we do it clean.
In the south, Ciri embarks on her first major heist with the rats, targeting a noble's carriage on a highway. Her task is to subdue Lady Gilda, daughter of the Baron of Cassaday, a proud, arrogant noblewoman convinced of her own importance. Annoyed by Gilda's disdain, Ciri toys with her, ignoring Mistle's warnings, nearly alerting the soldiers approaching in the distance. The feather Yennefer swallowed grants her the ability to transform, letting her become a raven and fly back to Monte Calvo castle. She lands awkwardly and returns to human form, welcomed by Triss and Philippa. More allies soon join, Asire van Anahid on a broomstick,
Thank you for coming.
Sabrina and Margarita, Zymer, a warhammer-carrying dwarf from Sodden,
You gave him hell at Sodden.
and Ida Emian Sivney, an elven mage.
Thought you were bringing Francesca.
Yennefer releases Francesca from the Jade spell and gathers everyone at a round table. Tension rises immediately.
How dare you?
Francesca resents being summoned, and Margarita refuses to stand with her until Philippa intervenes to calm the group. At Stygia Castle, Vilgefortz exploits a monolith portal to capture and control mages, draining their strength to power his magic, a method so severe that many collapse. Fringilla and Josephus watch a frail mage attempt to energize a damaged monolith, producing only a weak flicker. Seeing her chance, Fringilla quiets Josephus and confidently offers her expertise from Sodden Hill.
Use this girl.
She selects a far stronger mage, unleashing a surge that reinforces the portal network and empowers the dark pool feeding Vilgefortz.
Very clever.
Impressed, he orders Josephus to keep her close, then effortlessly breaks her binding seal. At the refugee camp, Geralt's Hansa unexpectedly reunites with Yarpen Zygrin, offering a brief moment of comfort.
It's good to see you.
Families find one another in emotional embraces,
Witness.
and Beata is briefly reunited with her own.
Beata.
He said my sister's here.
Her relief shatters when she finds her sister among a group of accused witches facing execution.
Let her go.
When Beata protests, the crowd turns on her. Two confused villagers from Fincarn worsen the situation by trying to implicate Milva, who answers sharply. Regis urges restraint, but the priest leading the mob demands Geralt validate the accusations before allowing them to leave.
How do I look?
After a successful heist, the rats relax in a southern city, unwinding at a crowded fair. Ciri, embracing her place among them, gives a gold coin to a young girl holding a Faralka doll, a quiet moment of kindness.
She's not who she says she is.
Once you're a rat, you're a rat.
Still, Kaylee voices suspicion to Mistle, warning that Ciri may not be who she claims to be. Mistle dismisses the concern, confident in her instincts and noble upbringing. As Ciri roams the fair, she pickpockets a passerby with practiced ease, enjoying her new freedom. Yet she can't shake the feeling of being watched, and she notices Giselher and Kaylee arguing with a stranger. Mistle waves it off.
We won't get caught today.
At Monte Calvo, Yennefer summons the strongest sorceresses to a grand round table and urges unity, warning that Vilgefortz will eliminate them one by one if they stand alone. Her conviction steadies the room. Philippa quickly agrees, offering Monte Calvo as their base and a refuge for any mage willing to resist. Asire questions Yennefer's motives, noting her bond with Ciri, and Yennefer accepts the truth. Francesca then reveals Ciri's deeper significance. The legacy of Hen Iker, the Elder Blood, the union of Lara Doran and a human, and the lost child carrying Renewal's spark. Now Ciri holds that ancient power. Touched, Francesca pledges her support.
I will help you, Yennefer.
What say you, Witcher?
At the height of the chaos in the refugee camp, Geralt demands proof that Beata and her sister are witches. The villagers respond with absurd claims: spoiled milk, storms, imagined omens, revealing fear and superstition more than truth. Geralt finally loses patience and challenges their hypocrisy. He demands that if judgment must come, then let it be by trial by combat.
Trial by combat.
The crowd erupts. Ciri and Mistle visit a tattoo parlor for matching roses, but 3 mercenaries enter seeking Princess Cirilla.
You've been following us all day.
Unfortunately for them, chaos looms. Ciri swiftly defeats them and calmly resumes her tattoo, leaving Mistle stunned. Vilgefortz arrives in Nilfgaard to face Emperor Amir's fury over the false Ciri. Amir confronts him at once, enraged at being deceived, while Vilgefortz responds with arrogance, claiming he helped Amir rise to power and insisting that Ciri's potential lies beyond the Emperor's grasp.
Cirilla is far greater than you.
Amir rejects the idea of using the imposter to further Nilfgaard's conquest. When Vilgefortz leaves, Stefan Skellyn enters, shocked that Amir allowed him to walk free. Amir reveals the key insight: Vilgefortz does not have the real Ciri either. In a chilling outburst, Amir declares he will not wed the imposter.
Will be born of elder blood,
As prophecy requires a child with the true Cirilla, his own daughter, whose elder blood will shape destiny. Skellyn urges him to focus on the war and proceed with the false Ciri's engagement announcement to crush Sintra's morale.
And this will buy us time.
Amir agrees reluctantly but orders Skellyn to find the real Ciri before the wedding, or not return at all. At Monte Calvo, Yennefer contacts Fringilla, learning sealed portals block her from revealing Vilgefortz's stronghold. Their exchange ends when Josephus arrives. Understanding Stygia is unreachable, Yennefer proposes a bold alternative: draw Vilgefortz into a trap at Monte Calvo. Skellyn meets with Nilfgaardian nobles enraged by the Emperor's plan to marry his own daughter. When a noblewoman mentions the rat's attack on the Baron of Cassade's daughter, Skellyn sees an opportunity: use the news of the real Ciri's survival along with the false engagement to gain support and potentially overthrow Amir.
Choose your weapon.
At the trial, the priest, unwilling to face combat, demands a trial by ordeal, requiring someone to lift a burning horseshoe to prove innocence.
let's fight!
For interfering!
Regis calmly does so, declaring the girls innocent and giving Geralt a meaningful look. Chaos erupts when a torch ignites the pyre just as Nilfgaardian soldiers attack. A fierce fight breaks out. Dwarves strike back by pressing the hot horseshoe against the priest. Geralt rescues Beata and her sister, but tragedy strikes. Beata is unalived by a rider. Cradling her, Geralt is then struck down as well. Ciri jolts awake from a nightmare beside Mistle. Shared trauma and trust deepen the bond between them. On the other side, Leo Bonhart, a deadly mercenary, lures a lone witcher into a deadly trap.
Can you still? You're supposed to be one of the greats. Through with you, Witcher!
Bonhart defeats the Witcher with ruthless skill, claiming another medallion. Skellyn interrupts, offering a contract to hunt the rats and Ciri. Corrected that all must be eliminated, Bonhart, intrigued by facing Farokha, accepts, creating a dangerous new threat looming over them all.
Bring you this.
Moving back to those who were captured at the refugee camp, Geralt awakens in a war encampment,
Bit of a situation.
captured alongside Jaskier by Cintran and Redanian soldiers. Their captor, Marshal Visigerd of Cintra, accuses them of being Nilfgaardian spies and blames Geralt for Cintra's fall, threatening him with execution for failing to protect Ciri. King Radovid meets Dijkstra to plan strategy, though he favors drinking.
Foltest has betrayed the North.
They learn King Foltest allied with Nilfgaard, betraying the North, while Radovid silently notes a general's insult.
Drink will loosen your grace's tongue.
After the tense meeting, Dijkstra strikes a tree with his cane in frustration.
You want to stand in for the tree?
Eva, Radovid's loyal spy, approaches, warning him that Geralt is imprisoned and intervenes just in time to stop Marshal Visigerd from executing the Witcher.
Who the hell are you?
The Witcher comes with me.
Meanwhile, Istredd studies the Book of the Monolith, unaware the Yennefer beside him is Vilgefortz in disguise. He uncovers Avalak's addendum, realizing Ciri's elder blood can manipulate time and space, forcing Vilgefortz to reveal himself, pleased by the discovery.
Stop. Vilgefortz.
You've given me all that I need.
Moments later, Fringilla unwittingly interrupts, caught eavesdropping.
Join us.
Is he a prisoner?
Vilgefortz traps both her and Istredd, knocking them unconscious, demonstrating he anticipated her uncertain allegiance all along.
Hello.
At Monte Calvo, the last Aretuza novices arrive seeking refuge. Yennefer wishes to train them, but Margarita fears endangering their lives could destroy Aretuza.
Future for magic.
While debating allies, Sabrina recommends healer Marty Sodergren, and Yennefer suggests Nennik with Melitel's priestesses. Planning is cut short when Philippa arrives as an owl, transforming to reveal a torn eye, attacked by rogue mages targeting Oxenfurt sorcerers she tried to recruit. Triss arrives with the Witchers, Vesemir, Lambert, and Cohen. Though they still harbor resentment toward Yennefer for the Valith Mayor incident, they set aside grudges, knowing Vilgefortz is hunting Ciri, and help strengthen the castle's defenses. Elsewhere, Milva fends off villagers attempting to steal her horse, driving them off with a few well-aimed arrows. Cahir arrives, and after a brief but meaningful exchange, he officially joins the Hansa.
Cirilla.
He admits he has been dreaming of Ciri and feels his fate intertwined with hers, and Geralt's. Their interaction carries a subtle, charming chemistry. The rats lounge in their hideout, discovering they have all been branded as outlaws with bounties, Farlkaz being the highest. Tension lingers as they reference the events at Rockhain, shaken and cautious.
I'm not being left out of anything again.
Ciri, cutting her hair short to reclaim her identity, confides in Mistle about how suffocating it feels to be treated as a legend or weapon.
Let me.
Mistle offers quiet support, assuring her she deserves freedom, not fame or destiny.
I just want to be me.
Leo Bonhart surveys a raided tattoo parlor where several assailants were slain. A grieving woman wails over a body, and he silences her coldly, remarking he can't focus with the fuss. Studying the scene, Bonhart deduces Ciri's involvement and is intrigued by her skill and precision.
Who are you, Falca?
Back at the war camp, Dijkstra retrieves Geralt from Marshal Visigerd, asserting Redania's dominance. Cintran soldiers are now subordinate. He plans to use Geralt as leverage over Jaskier and Radovid, a calculated move in his political strategy.
Why does everyone always wish to...
Radovid reunites with Jaskier, immediately trusting his intentions and learning of his loyalty to Ciri.
And now here I am, where I never intended.
Radovid shares his tragic backstory, revealing how the death of his brother forced him onto the throne. Meanwhile, Dijkstra continues his interrogation of Geralt, who endures silently, muttering Ciri's name. Mistle takes Ciri on a quiet excursion to a beautiful cave, but danger emerges. A Greylock, corrupted by a parasite, attacks. The fungi-filled cave distracts them, but Ciri hears Geralt's voice guiding her focus. Geralt's struggle draws Radovid and Jaskier together in tense confrontation.
No, do something, make them stop.
Radovid attempts to manipulate Jaskier by halting Geralt's punishment, but the gesture backfires, deepening his disgust.
Take him back to the other prisoner.
Thank you for your service to my cause.
Dijkstra coldly thanks Geralt for his cooperation before revealing shocking news. Nilfgaard's Emperor Amir plans to marry Ciri, unaware she is an imposter. Furious, Geralt fights to escape but is ultimately subdued.
along the parapet.
At Monte Calvo, Yennefer and Vesemir strategize the castle's defense. Yennefer notes Vilgefortz's mercenary past, while Vesemir warns that magic alone won't suffice, prompting training in Witcher-style combat. A montage follows. Monte Calvo's mages prepare for battle. Sabrina demonstrates archery, Vesemir trains Triss in swordplay.
Good.
And Francesca duels Yennefer, revealing the skills Geralt once taught her.
This isn't my first lesson from a Witcher.
Their duel ends in a draw, surprising all. That night, Geralt and Jaskier share a quiet moment, chained together in the tent. Jaskier confesses lingering feelings for Radovid, but Geralt's ordeal has hardened him against the king.
Fox be damned. Well, lots of people have said it. I couldn't possibly.
He realizes Dijkstra's manipulation is intended to strip hope from Radovid, forcing him into a harsh, unrelenting path of responsibility. Surprisingly, Jaskier agrees with the strategy, highlighting the harsh realities shaping their world.
Humanity will survive another day.
I wish I could say that was the first time.
Mistle opens up to Ciri about a near-death encounter in Rockhain, rescued by a witcher named Brihen, who later helped the rats evade Leo Bonhart.
Geralt with Rivia.
Curious, Mistle asks about Ciri's past. Ciri recounts her connection to Geralt and Yennefer, insisting that if her guardians survive, they are better off without her. After intense training, Vesemir and Yennefer share a reflective moment cooking together, discussing the meaning of home. Yennefer recalls a safe house from the past as the closest she's felt to belonging.
I envy you.
Vesemir praises her leadership and confesses a reckless plan to confront Vilgefortz in vengeance for Geralt's suffering.
Come. Drink with me.
To the glory of Redania.
The next morning, Radovid confronts Dijkstra, finally reaching his breaking point.
An innocent jest, Your Grace.
Gods!
He intimidates the general who had insulted him and exiles Dijkstra, blaming him for manipulating Vesemir and undermining his bond with Jaskier.
You will forever have my thanks.
This is what I have.
Eva collects Dijkstra's cane and escorts him out, while Radovid sets his sights on leading an offensive against Dillingen. As the Cintran Marshal prepares to execute Geralt and Jaskier, Regis intervenes, swiftly disabling the Marshal and freeing them.
Killed by a...
Protect your land. The craftsmanship is...
Using his great strength, he unshackles the pair and provides Geralt with Witcher elixirs, quietly revealing the extent of his abilities before departing. Realizing Regis is a vampire, Geralt urges him not to follow, knowing a Witcher's duty could one day force them into conflict.
Vampire.
Vampire! Vampire!
Geralt and Jaskier limp through the camp, attempting to blend in. Their ruse is interrupted by the arrival of the Hansa and Milva, providing temporary reprieve. Nilfgaard launches another attack.
We're surrounded. Take forces on the southern edge. Use the fight.
Forcing Geralt to rely on a Witcher elixir to fight at full strength. He cuts through enemies efficiently, encountering Cahir in rage. Cahir refuses to fight back, forcing Geralt to confront his fury. Rescuing his friend as an explosion devastates the camp. Geralt grows frustrated, determined to cross the Yaruga.
We've lost too much time already.
We barely made it out of there alive.
While Milva urges rest and volunteers to scout the river, knowing he will not stop. Her caution proves justified. Jaskier is weak and Zoltan can offer little help. Though Jaskier insists on continuing, Cahir agrees with Milva and mentions visions of Ciri, increasing tension.
The crossing's completely washed out.
Milva returns with urgent news. The river is flooded, forcing the group to camp. In Redania, Radovid's forces seize Dillingen, where prisoners face questioning. One claims knowledge about mages, prompting Eva to extract the truth. He admits serving Rience and aiding in a girl's capture, describing ashen hair and green eyes, details that trouble Radovid. As he begins naming Rience's employer as Vilgefortz, his eyes burst, silencing him. Radovid realizes the Ciri promised to Amir is an imposter.
It means Vilgefortz gave Amir a fake.
In another city, an inn becomes the source of new whispers. A Redanian officer reveals the secret of the false Ciri to a worker, who promptly informs Stefan Skellyn. To protect the truth about Ciri's disappearance, Skellyn orders the officer quietly removed. As the group cooks together, the mood turns reflective, encouraging everyone to share their histories.
Don't know what went down.
Did you forget?
Does your fud Zoltan here?
Zoltan Chivi speaks first, describing his exile from Mahakam.
You don't know what went down that day!
Once a proud blacksmith, he was falsely accused by Bruver of selling weapons to humans. In truth, Bruver had arranged the transfer himself, and when Zoltan uncovered the scheme and tried to reclaim his blades, Bruver destroyed his forge.
I lost everything!
Forced into exile, Zoltan barely survived. Their parrot interrupts with a noisy remark, a brief flashback of its own past before flying off, leaving the camp quietly thoughtful.
Look what I found to get us started with our soup.
Milva adds forest tubers she learned to prepare in Brokilon. Geralt stays apart, preoccupied with the flooded crossing, but Jaskier's questions gently draw Milva into revealing her past.
I made sure he knew suffering, and it was worth it.
She explains how, as a teenager, she fled mistreatment at home and survived alone in the wilderness, sharpening her archery until she rescued a group of dryads, earning their trust.
I willfully lived in the present.
She later guided Scoia'tael through the woods, remembering their companionship and a single tender night with an elf. A memory darkened when the group was later ambushed.
They were ambushed the next day.
Eventually, the dryads sent her to help an injured Geralt, a choice that led her to this very fire.
I didn't know.
As her story ends, daylight fades, leaving only the glow of burning embers.
But you want to tell us what you're writing, don't you?
Jaskier's turn unfolds differently. He shares his history through a song.
My collegiate.
Not exactly how I remember our time in.
His lyrics explore how even borrowed brightness can feel genuine when the heart is hopeful. What begins as a playful tune slowly deepens into a bittersweet confession about a friendship gained and lost. He recalls meeting Valdo Marx, then a ragged street performer scraping together coins. Seeing promise, Jaskier took him under his wing, teaching him how to captivate crowds and polish his craft.
For some it may be clothes or hair.
They grew inseparable, their duets filling taverns with harmony and laughter. But everything changed when Valdo stole Jaskier's cherished songbook and used it to rise to fame in Oxenford, claiming the songs as his own. Jaskier watched quietly as Valdo became celebrated for work he had not created. His refrain carries a soft, ironic ache. Some days the world shines too bright to see the thieves in the sun. Ending on a gentle chord, Jaskier smiles wryly, masking hurt that still lingers in his eyes. As dusk deepens, Regis emerges from the forest. Geralt instinctively warns him back, having told him to keep his distance. After they found out that he is a vampire, protective of his companions, but Regis raises his hands in peace. He has come only to check on old friends and tend Jaskier's injured head. With calm precision, he corrects Zoltan's crude bandaging and adds spices to the bland soup, offering dry humor and playfully suggesting a new book title. The group remains cautious. Regis reassures them, explaining myths about vampires. He treats Geralt's infected leg, earning trust, and Zoltan invites him to stay, beginning a tale spanning centuries.
428 years old.
Regis reveals he is 428 years old. He recounts his youth, wild and arrogant, indulging fully in his thirst. Among vampires, abstaining from blood is unnatural, a rejection of one's essence. In his recklessness, he became cruel until one night after a binge he fell into a well. Bethane, a kind human woman, found him and nursed him back to health. Their bond grew into love, and Regis abandoned his monstrous ways, learning her herbalist craft, which shaped his calm demeanor and vast knowledge. Tragedy struck when his kin discovered his attachment and unalive Bethane. Consumed by grief, Regis destroyed his coven. Villagers rose against him, but as a higher vampire he could not die, only be delayed. 50 years of regeneration followed, reliving every mistake and scream. When he returned, he swore never to harm humans again.
50 years.
50 years have passed since he last drank blood. As the story ends, Cahir improvises with a pike.
I think it's a pike.
They share a meal, and Percival Schuttenbach reflects on his own experiences during the Dwarf Wars.
Thinking of the quiet life I live?
Cahir, long burdened by atonement, finally speaks, denying Nilfgaardian ties.
Go on, Nilfgaardian.
I'm not a Nilfgaardian.
With effort, he begins sharing his childhood in Vicavaro, a small land overtaken during Nilfgaard's early conquests.
That's a story I've never told anyone.
As a frail boy, Cahir suffers his father's grief-driven cruelty, fleeing into the woods, where fate introduces him to the mage Sarthisius.
I'm a man who needs a favor.
He gave him a simple yet mysterious task, to leave food by the entrance of a nearby cave, where he claims a wounded friend is recovering. Cahir performs the errand faithfully, returning day after day, never glimpsing the cave's inhabitant. His curiosity grows, but fear keeps him at a distance, until a spined creature saves him from bandits, revealing it had consumed his offerings all along.
I should be thanking you.
As Geralt listens, recognition dawns. The creature is Duny, the cursed knight whose story he knows from years past. The flashback continues, showing Cahir as a young man serving in the Imperial ranks. Now it all connects. Duny, the cursed man Geralt once freed, became Emperor Amir var Emreus, husband to Pavetta of Cintra and father to Ciri. Cahir's childhood encounter with the creature had unknowingly tied his fate to Amir's long before the invasion of Cintra. The revelation hits the group, and Geralt, with clarity. Amir seeks to marry Ciri, not out of love but under Vilgefortz's manipulation, who twisted Iflin's prophecy to convince Amir that only by uniting with his daughter could he produce an heir of elder blood and fulfill Destiny's promise.
With his daughter?
The truth sickens Geralt. Even after all they've shared, he recoils, snapping his walls back up. He stalks into the forest alone. In the quiet, Geralt recalls a tender memory from Kaer Morhen, when young Ciri was fierce and full of light. Sitting by her bedside, he combs her tangled hair, teasing her about her training and temper. For once, he speaks freely, admitting that before the mutations and medallion, he dreamed of being a knight. Geralt of Rivia was a name he chose for grandeur, a self-fashioned title for better contracts. In that moment, Ciri sees the knight he longed to be, even if the world never recognized him.
Sir Geralt?
As the vision fades, Geralt stands alone in the forest, burdened and frustrated at failing Ciri. In the candlelit Nilfgaardian palace, Skellyn enters Terran's private chambers. Once defiant, the girl pretending to be Princess Cirilla now seems a shadow of herself, withdrawn and refusing food, light, or guidance. Heavy curtains shroud the room in darkness, emphasizing her fear and dishevelment. Skellyn approaches with calculated poise, mixing contempt with cold observation.
I know my role.
He speaks softly, almost kindly, about acting, explaining that true mastery lies in becoming a role until even the actor forgets the performance. Gradually, his tone hardens, revealing menace. He warns Terran that her survival depends on playing Cirilla flawlessly, embracing the deception fully or risking exposure. When the mask inevitably slips, Skellyn departs, a faint smirk on his face, satisfied that fear has re-established control. Morning breaks gently over the camp. For the first time in weeks, the Hansa wakes refreshed and at peace.
We all did.
Laughter replaces silence as they share breakfast and teasing banter. Geralt, finally lowering his guard, accepts Regis, Milva, Jaskier, Cahir, and the dwarves not just as companions but as friends. In Stygia Castle's dark halls, Vilgefortz interrogates Fringilla for Yennefer's location. Defiant yet trembling, she resists until she names Monte Calvo. Alone, she secretly sends Yennefer a warning, leaving her true intentions uncertain. On the other side, Vilgefortz conjures a swirling portal in his dark laboratory, the air crackling with chaotic energy aimed at Monte Calvo. It's time.
It's time.
Margarita grants the tense novices permission to fight.
Then I will not let them.
The group converges, weaving protective enchantments. Their hands tremble, but their resolve is firm as they craft a magical shield that embodies teamwork and courage. The battle escalates.
More! Hold his power.
To arms! Do it!
The novice's shield strains but holds, draining the strength of the attacking dark mages. With one devastating surge, he breaks the shield, the blast dropping several of his own mages.
Vengerberg is mine.
Monte Calvo's mages and witchers hold a tight line, meeting the assault with coordinated spells and steel. Fire and lightning tear across the field. Josephus of Murok strikes Margarita, her protective aura shattering, breaking the defenders' morale. Vilgefortz sends more dark mages into battle, many of them caught off guard by the Witchers.
Let's go hunting.
As the battle escalates, Yennefer urgently pleads with Fringilla to restore the portals before chaos deepens.
Rouse yourself. Find it.
Vilgefortz resolves to crush the party. Josephus traps the novices, ending the life of the elderly mage who was protecting them. The novices cling to their protective shield for their life. Vilgefortz and Yennefer finally meet as he enters the fray. As guards approach Fringilla's chamber, they underestimate her. She incapacitates them with swift precision, then slips into the shadows, finds Istredd imprisoned, and frees him. His eyes light up with hope and urgency. He explains that while he can release the portals from Vilgefortz's control, the monolith portal requires an enormous surge of power to activate. Together, they race against time, the fate of the defenders hinging on their success.
Hello, old friend.
Yennefer lures Vilgefortz to a secluded room, using illusion magic to impersonate his former lover Tisea, throwing him off guard.
But I've been learning more.
In the disguise of Josephus,
You know what to do.
Philippa helps Yen subdue Vilgefortz. But Yennefer prevents Philippa from striking him. She sends her on a mission to open water valves. Yennefer probes his mind, discovering he plans to drain Ciri's life force slowly. Instead, Vilgefortz turns the tables, probing her mind too. Shocked, she watches him escape. Frustrated and desperate, Yennefer strikes Josephus to protect the novices. But before victory can be savored, the novices vanish through a flickering portal, leaving Yennefer momentarily paralyzed. Soon, the remaining Witchers arrive to help repel the dark mages.
Istredd!
Amid the chaos, Fringilla calls urgently. Istredd is powering the monolith portal, a task that could cost him his life. Resolute, he insists it is the only way to break Vilgefortz's control and turn the tide. In rapid succession, Francesca and another elven mage are swept away by dark magic. The battlefield teeters on collapse. Vesemir charges Vilgefortz with fierce determination, his blade moving with honed skill. He nearly lands a decisive strike, but Vilgefortz counters, fatally wounding Vesemir. Vilgefortz portals all Monte Calvo mages into the courtyard, intending to overwhelm them at once. The rogues unleash forbidden fire magic, and the defenders struggle to hold out, waiting for Philippa to reach the water tower and Istredd to destroy the monolith controlling the portals.
We're all in one place.
It's a harrowing moment. Magic is pushed to its limits and exhaustion weighs heavily. Philippa frees the water tower, and Yennefer uses the geyser to disrupt the rogues' concentration.
Montage would be really helpful right now!
Stay down! Play!
Yennefer keeps Vilgefortz occupied with spells until Fringilla signals that Istredd has destroyed the monolith at Stygia Castle.
She's to say it now.
With the portals restored, the Sorceresses launch a counterattack, catching the rogue mages by surprise and defeating them all. Except Vilgefortz, who flees back to Stygia. At Stygia Castle, Vilgefortz discovers the monolith destroyed as Istredd escapes with Fringilla.
It's over.
Istredd!
Cradled in Yennefer's arms, Istredd reveals the true source of Vilgefortz's power, urging her to finish the task. Though shaken, Yennefer is resolute.
Oh, fine, Ciri, I promise.
Near Nilfgaard, the rats execute a chaotic abduction, dragging a pampered young noble into an alley. Their mischief escalates when Nilfgaardian guards appear. Ciri stands with them, her instincts sharp and precise. When the noble mocks her friends, she strikes decisively, defending the rats with skill. Back in their hideout, the rats celebrate with music, wine, and laughter, toasting Farlka as their symbol of defiance. Ciri experiments with Fistek for the first time. The drug takes hold quickly. Ciri bursts with wild energy, leaping onto a table and declaring herself a true rat, finally free of every burden. The others cheer, but Mistle's excitement fades into worry. She pulls Ciri aside, urging her to stop before she loses herself. Ciri retorts that Mistle only wants to shape her into something controlled. Mistle trembles, warning that Ciri's growing darkness may soon overwhelm them all.
Yeah, I saw them rats.
In a bleak tavern, an escaped guard drunkenly boasts to his companions about sparing a girl who called herself Farlka, unaware of who listens nearby. Leo Bonhart sits in the shadows, intrigued.
Leo Bonhart, I'll let you live.
He approaches, mocking the guard for letting a dangerous fugitive go. Stung, the man refuses to speak further.
Where did the little rat?
Leo's amusement fades and the encounter turns deadly. He eliminates the group with chilling efficiency, forcing out fragments of information from the last survivor. The guard manages only one clue, a hot spurn linked to Farlka, before collapsing. Leo leaves calmly, snatching a child's worn Farlka doll as a trophy of the hunt ahead.
She's beautiful.
Hello, Falca.
Back in Monte Calvo, the mages burn the Book of the Monolith. Fringilla points Yennefer toward Amir's tower. Yennefer portals there, fighting Nilfgaardian guards and demanding to see Ciri.
I'm Cirilla of Sintra.
Where is she?
Yennefer enters the false Ciri's chambers and recognizes Terran as a former Aretuza novice taken by Vilgefortz. She offers to take Terran to safety in Monte Calvo, but Terran refuses, trusting Amir instead. With soldiers approaching, Yennefer leaves through a portal before they arrive.
I'm not fighting anyone again.
Meanwhile, the Hansa camp at a hilltop ruin, debating their next move. They worry about traveling through the Aldous Pass, which is heavily patrolled by northern soldiers harvesting timber for the war. Their only alternative is the swamplands. Wanting to avoid further conflict, they choose the swamp. A sudden revelation stuns the group. Milva is pregnant from her time with the Scoia'tael. Regis had sensed it earlier, but the others react in shock.
There's a village where she'll be safe.
Considering what this means.
Stop it!
Tension rises until Milva, overwhelmed, orders them to stop and walks away. Moving through the mist-shrouded swamplands, the Hansa advance slowly, wrapped in an unusual calm. Amid mud and insects, their bonds quietly strengthen. Geralt and Cahir, once wary, finally speak openly, trading fragments of dreams in which both have seen Ciri. Regis pauses to admire glowing insects and rare herbs. Milva presses ahead, tense until Cahir offers to carry some of her gear, briefly easing her irritation. The calm shatters when Geralt halts, hearing his name whispered from the fog.
I don't hear anything.
Soft, taunting, distinctly inhuman. The others hear nothing before Zoltan is suddenly dragged into the mist. Followed by Yarpen and Percival, each seized by unseen forces.
I can hear them!
Panic ripples through the group as they search the murky water, finding only ripples and silence. Then the voice returns, closer now, calling to Geralt.
Never relax, always feel like something bad's about to...
Elsewhere, the rats relax in the sun during a rare break from their roaming. A red-cloaked messenger arrives, Hotspurn, the man Bonhart questioned earlier. He brings troubling news. The noble youth they seized had been targeted on Emperor Amir's orders. Ciri bristles when he casually mentions Amir's supposed engagement to the lion cub of Sintra. Most rats dismiss her reaction, except Mistle. Hotspurn offers pardons for sworn service, but they refuse. Before leaving, he warns that Leo Bonhart is nearby in a town called Jealousy.
My people. We are your people now.
Shaken to learn the rats have been serving Amir unknowingly, being that Amir erased Ciri's people without remorse, she storms off. Mistle follows, pleading with her to stay and embrace life as Farlka, free of royal ties. But Ciri refuses. She cannot keep running. She must confront Amir's designs and reclaim control over what has been done in her name.
I have to fix this.
Back in the swamp, the mist thickens as the hunt grows more dangerous. Regis notices a rare herb and quietly tells Milva it could end her pregnancy. A tense, private exchange interrupted when a massive unseen force lunges from the fog, seizing Cahir and later Jaskier. Only Geralt, Regis, and Milva remain, pushing deeper into the swamp despite the creature stalking them. After Yennefer's fierce intrusion into the Imperial Palace,
Where are they?
Amir storms through the halls to question Terran.
Help me!
She tells him the truth about her conversation with Yennefer, giving him enough detail to deduce who invaded his stronghold. He orders Skellyn to pursue Yennefer. Then he speaks candidly with Terran about her choice to refuse sanctuary. Terran seems sincerely grateful to him for giving her a place to belong.
Good girl.
The swamp closes in as Geralt becomes increasingly determined to confront the creature alone.
It only speaks to Geralt because he is...
But as he pushes ahead, the world distorts and he is struck by a horrifying vision. Ciri, lifeless, in Yennefer's arms on a distant island. The illusion overwhelms him, pulling him toward it. Regis and Milva chase him down, dragging him free of the deception.
Our friends are close.
His friends' voices echo from deeper within the swamp, calling for help. Regis and Milva are pulled away by writhing tendrils, leaving Geralt alone. The creature appears, a girl overgrown with living vines beside her grieving spectral mother.
What an exciting day.
As the mother whispers, Geralt realizes they are Ruzalki, spirits shaped by past sorrow.
We'll let prisoners go free if they solve the riddle.
Geralt forces himself to stay calm, trusting his knowledge that every creature follows rules or riddles. He demands one, and the mother Rusalka, soft-voiced and unsettling, asks what she loves yet cannot carry. As Geralt puzzles over it, the daughter Rusalka circles him, teasing and tugging at Regis and Milva. The mother drifts closer, whispering she missed him. Thinking quickly, Geralt convinces her to loosen her grip for an embrace, then strikes the daughter. Instantly, vines surge up and drag him beneath the water. In the suffocating depths, the truth hits him. The earlier vision wasn't Ciri and Yennefer but the Rusalka mother and child, lost long ago, waiting for a father who never returned.
What I love.
I am a father.
The riddle's answer becomes clear, a father. Geralt forces the word through the water and the spirits release them all.
What kind of evil were they?
As relief spreads, Regis transforms into a bat and takes flight to guide the Hansa out of the maze swamp. The survivors follow, their hearts still pounding from the ordeal. At last, the Hansa emerge from the swamp's suffocating mist and set up camp. Zoltan approaches Geralt and returns his Mahakam steel sword, a quiet gesture of respect born from shared battles.
I'm heading back to Mahakam.
Soon after, Yarpen and Percival announce they are heading back to Mahakam.
Marry your betrothed.
Yarpen explains that when he was pulled under the water, he caught a glimpse of his own end, and now he feels compelled to return to the woman he loves and to the wedding waiting for him. Witnessing Geralt's devotion to Yennefer and Ciri has renewed his purpose.
You're right with a good-for-nothing.
After they ride off, Milva sits alone by the fire, staring at the medicine Regis provided to end her pregnancy, still untouched. Later that night, Milva and Geralt share a quiet moment. She compares herself to a caterpillar consuming its cocoon, admitting the child feels like it's erasing the warrior she was. Revealing her true name, Maria, she wonders if a mother will emerge. Geralt responds with memories of Ciri and Yennefer.
Maria would have liked you, Geralt.
Geralt goes to rest, but Yennefer suddenly opens a portal and steps through, their first meeting since she healed him in Brokilon. Relief and tension mix as she explains Ciri is not in Nilfgaard, admitting her fear they may never find her. With a simple gesture, she summons a tent larger inside, complete with a warm bath. As they sit together, she recounts the battle at Monte Calvo and the loss of Istredd and Vesemir. Grief softens and closeness returns between them. With morning light filtering softly through the tent, Geralt, weary but thoughtful, confides in Yennefer about the visions he's been having, dreams of a peaceful life with her and Ciri. They reflect on everything they've endured, acknowledging how the trials of war and loss have reshaped them.
I don't want to return to Monte Calvo.
Yennefer admits she has no desire to return to Monte Calvo but wants to meet the Hansa, to see the companions who have stood beside Geralt. In Amir's grand chamber, Skellyn enters carefully, only to be seized at knife point by the furious Emperor.
Marrying a fake Cirilla of Sintra.
Enraged by claims that his Cirilla is an imposter, Amir strikes out. Wounded but steady, Skellyn affirms his loyalty and voices a harsh truth. If Ciri's fate follows Geralt, she cannot also fulfill Amir's aims.
She cannot be yours.
Zarthesius quietly agrees. In the end, they reach a grim decision. Regaining control means removing Geralt of Rivia, whose path is now tied to Ciri's. Gathered around the fire, Geralt's companions, now sure Ciri is not in Nilfgaard, plan their next step. Regis suggests seeking a druid circle, whose equinox rites might reveal her location. The Hansa continues without Yennefer, Though she longs to stay, she must return to Monte Calvo to learn her sister's fate.
Where's your bravado now?
Meanwhile, Ciri catches Hotspurn, overpowers him and frees the captive boy. Hotspurn admits he aided Leo Bonhart in setting a trap, misleading the rats toward danger. Realizing Leo waits in jealousy, Ciri panics and rushes to warn her friends before it's too late. Meanwhile, the Hansa attempts to cross the Yaruga River into Nilfgaard, aiming for the Kadhu druids to locate Ciri. Milva has parted ways temporarily. They spot a ferry, intimidate the ferrymen hiding in the bushes and secure passage despite warnings of baboons on the far shore.
It appears to be quite sound.
As the ferry nears shore, guerrilla fighters, trapped northern troops, attack and panic erupts when a ferryman severs the rope. Mistaking the Hansa for Nilfgaardian spies, the northerners fire crossbows, forcing the group to row desperately for safety.
We're on your side!
In a flash forward, the storyteller Strybog recounts the tale of Geralt.
They came to be known as the Hansa.
Nimue, now grown, appears and explains that Geralt's group eventually became known as the Hansa. For now, Strybog continues as the Hansa fights their way downstream. Although they slip past the northern guerrillas, the Hansa soon come under fire from Nilfgaardians camped on the opposite shore.
You please!
They think they heard you.
As the ferry faces an attack from an advanced bomb scorpion, Milva dramatically returns, leaping from a cliff to save the Hansa. Amid the chaos, Regis is struck by an arrow, yet unharmed, while Milva swiftly defeats 4 Nilfgaardian attackers.
Jaws being something without teeth.
Remember when you tried to get rid of us?
Back at Monte Calvo, Yennefer surveys the battle's aftermath. Scarred halls, exhausted sorceresses, and trembling novices tending the wounded.
You know, it's crazy.
Philippa, regal yet weary, approaches.
Amir hasn't got her, Philippa.
Yennefer quietly confirms Ciri is not in Nilfgaard. Philippa absorbs the news solemnly, while Yennefer urges her to rally the remaining sisters and restore order.
Gather the others.
Meanwhile, the rats ride swiftly toward jealousy, driven by vengeance against Leo Bonhart. Ciri's absence weighs heavily, yet Mistle clings to hope. Leo Bonhart waits in jealousy with steady resolve, eager to confront the famed Farlka, who rides onward to reunite with her friends. On the southern shore, Geralt's group attempts another landing, only to encounter northern guerrillas, soldiers loyal to Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia. They demand the ferry and accuse the Hansa of being Nilfgaardian spies, forcing the group to retreat.
We need to get off the water.
Back in Monte Calvo, Yennefer speaks to the exhausted sorceresses, urging unity. She reminds them that sisterhood, power, and purpose outweigh division. With quiet authority, she calls for trust and rebuilding.
And that's been to seek out the powerful and hold on.
Inspired, they consider a new lodge of sorceresses to restore Monte Calvo as a sanctuary and protect the future of magic.
The future of magic is still at risk.
On the next crossing, the Hansa encounter a bridge held by northern forces, who open fire with crossbows as soon as the ferry comes into view. The Hansa quickly take cover at the base of the bridge.
Here we go again! Go, go, go.
Suddenly, Milva clutches her abdomen in pain, realizing she is losing the child she carried. As the situation grows dire, Nilfgaardian forces attack from above.
I'll fight. No, for her!
Why aren't you?
Cahir insists they join the fight, knowing that if Nilfgaard prevails, Milva will be discovered and vulnerable. Regis stays behind with her, while Geralt, Cahir, and Zoltan head into the fray. Later, Jaskier joins the fray as the Battle of the Bridge erupts. Steel clashes, war cries echo, and Cahir's calm leadership steadies the northern troops.
I hope you enjoy the
Geralt fights alongside him, their movements synchronized. Amid mud and chaos, the bridge becomes a brutal seesaw, but their uneasy alliance strengthens, forged in shared courage.
I thought you were letting you know.
As the battle reaches its peak, additional Nilfgaardian cavalry arrive, escalating the chaos. Siege lines crumble and victory seems to slip away, just moments before Queen Meve arrives, turning the tide. Late in the battle, a monstrous ogre charges the bridge. The Witcher steps forward, striking with deadly precision. The monstrous creature finally falls. The burning bridge threatens the fighters, but Geralt casts a quenched wave of fire, clearing the path. Queen Meve charges across, banner raised. Northern horns signal triumph as Geralt, Cahir, and Zoltan walk side by side. Witcher, dwarf, and Nilfgaardian officer united. Their unlikely alliance has preserved the bridge and safeguarded the north. Later, Yennefer, resolute and burning with purpose, seeks out Triss.
I need your help.
She carries Vesemir's dagger, still stained with Vilgefortz's blood, a dangerous and crucial clue.
Not in this case.
Triss urges caution, but Yennefer insists. Reluctantly, Triss weaves a flickering portal. Yennefer steps through, emerging into a stormy ocean, lightning splitting the sky, confronting a colossal whirlpool, a gateway to Vilgefortz's dark domain. Inside Stygia's cold torchlit halls,
sole survivors of the Battle of Monte.
3 Monte Calvo survivors tremble before Vilgefortz. Calm and almost amused, he questions their survival, realizing they fled instead of fought. With a single gesture, he ends their lives, then collects their body parts for a dark, mysterious purpose, leaving a sense of ominous dread lingering in the air.
They'll witness my final.
The scene shifts back to Strybog. The storyteller notes that Vilgefortz anticipated Yennefer's pursuit, but that is a story for another day. Nimue, now determined, declares she will study at Aretuza, excited to walk the same stones as Lady Yennefer, and still feels connected to Ciri through destiny.
We are studies.
Strybog passes her Jaskier's book, a symbolic passing of the torch. He believes the saga's end may depend on her.
You never finished Ciri's story.
Nimue begins recounting the most brutal part of the story, for Ciri and the rats.
Ciri would come back for them, but something also ends.
When the rats storm into the dusty streets of jealousy, chaos follows, laughter, threats, and the reckless swagger of youth masking the danger ahead. Townsfolk scatter as they demand Leo Bonhart face them.
Finally. Did you just... But at least allow me to make you an offer first.
When he emerges, calm and sharp-eyed, an eerie stillness falls before carnage erupts. Disappointed that Farlka, Ciri, is not among them, Bonhart smirks and toys with the rest. What follows is a brutal, merciless clash, a deadly dance.
Come on, little mate. I want you to do better, wouldn't you? Tell me where she is, and no one will know.
Leo Bonhart strikes swiftly, Mistle falls silenced, until Ciri arrives, confronting Bonhart with fierce skill.
Belka! So close.
Her skill proves insufficient. After being overpowered, she collapses. Mistle whispers Cirilla before passing, and Ciri loses consciousness. In the quiet aftermath, the chaos gives way to exhaustion and relief. Geralt's group gathers among the wounded as a field medic tends to Milva, ensuring she will fully recover. Smoke lingers in the air, mingling with the hollow calm of victory. Queen Meve approaches, regal and resolute, her armor still stained. Before the assembled soldiers, she praises Geralt's courage, the Witcher who held the bridge when all seemed lost. To his surprise, she declares him Sir Geralt of Rivia, fulfilling his childhood dream.
Sir Geralt, and for all of time.
When Ciri awakens, she is tied to a pillar, forced to watch as Bonhart executes the rats and places their heads in a barrel to claim his bounty. At the end, Zarthisius presents Amir with a captured monster. Amir orders the creature to track an unalive Geralt, giving it Renfri's brooch, the Witcher's abandoned token from the Nilfgaardian checkpoint last season, as a tracking device. Thanks for watching. For those interested in learning how I create these movie recaps, you'll find a step-by-step masterclass link in the description. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't, Let us know where you're watching from and share your thoughts in the comments. We truly appreciate your support, dear friend. Feel free to click on the next video. Thank you.